And now, Rogue Prince from the Crystal Ball. You exit from the warmth of the tavern, and the storm has brought in a chill and a low fog. The warm glow of the morning sun casts orange light on the rustic cobblestone roads and timber buildings, and scents of the bakery nearby fills your noses. The boy hides under your cloaks and generally attempts to be unseen when he can help it.
I look out and it's no longer raining, right?
The storm had passed in the night and the sun is now out, yes.
Well, do we wish to get some food, or are we heading straight to the sire? Who is it?
The steward.
Steward.
You had planned on visiting the steward to ask some questions about the noble family.
If I was not mistaken, last night had we said that Elisande and I would go talk to the steward and you would perhaps safekeep the boy.
That can be arranged.
It would be good, perhaps, if we got him new and more inconspicuous clothing.
Yes.
And bought some supplies for him. You could do that while Elisande and I find information.
Yes, I agree. I do suggest that we all head to the steward together, and then I leave from there and find whatever's closest. We don't want to be caught away from each other again.
That's a good idea. Alright. And I believe I spun a story before about, or planned to, about Elisande being my patron and me being an archivist of political events going on to give better cover as towards why we'd be asking the steward such questions. Is that acceptable to everybody?
Certainly.
It will do, but it is unrealistic that I'd ever hire someone like you.
Well, my thought was, you're from another land who is not hostile to this one. I thought perhaps I would say that I plan on publishing my findings for you to take with you so that people in the deserts know of this land as well, that they are not uninformed of their neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm well aware. Please don't misunderstand. I can keep up with your lies. It's just a matter of I'm better than you. I was just trying to jab you. That's all. I forget I need to be blunt with commoners. It's fine.
Mercy covers her mouth and looks away.
Gilliman is looking at you like, damn. Okay.
Of course, I appreciate honesty.
It rages in me like a burning fire.
So, we're going to see the steward.
Mm-hmm. Are we getting our horses on the way, or are we just leaving them at the stable while we're in town?
That's not my decision.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
I guess it's a matter of how far is the steward.
Yeah.
The steward
is probably... Sorry, go on.
The steward's going to be, like, in the middle of town near the keep. Because that's where they would... Yeah.
So, like, 1 block, 2 block.
So you come in through the gates. The tavern's not going to be far from the gates, and the tavern is also not far from the stables, because the stables aren't far from the gates. The steward's going to be... the keep's going to be, like, in the middle of town. So it's a little bit of a walk, but it's not terrible. Because it's not like a big city, it is still like a town.
If we're trying to be somewhat discreet, maybe going on foot would be a bit better, because then we can kind of stick more to side roads and not main alleys, sort of a deal. Like, I think we're maybe a bit more mobile in the city if we don't have our mounts.
Yes. It does occur to me we might need to make a quick exit, but we know where the horses are, and yes, I think it'll be easier for us to move unseen without them.
If we begin to become pursued, I have a certain number of tricks up my sleeve that might help us pass without being seen or be lost in the crowds. So, if the need arises, you can come to me for assistance.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's just stay in good communication then.
Okay. So now we head off to the steward?
Yes.
You walk out on the streets and end up on a stone staircase. The streets, they're getting warm, and you can tell it's getting near Brythe, which is the local name for, like, the spring season. The town is bustling with people, elves mostly, and they're going about their business, hurrying along past you. Eventually, you come into a plaza that houses many of the official buildings. Fanciful brickwork and intricate inlays make it a spectacle to behold. You set to meet the steward in her office. A large portrait of the former king sits above her. Her office, despite being a little cluttered with official parchments and waxes and so on, is in immaculate shape. Her desk is stained with ink and candle drippings, but to her, there is order. The steward herself is an uncharacteristically short elf with a rich complexion. She pushes amber spectacles up on her nose and her dark hair back, either being black or dark brown. She motions you to sit and speaks professionally and briefly. Hello, everyone. And I believe it's just Anisette and Elisande, right?
I believe
You would
so.
be correct.
Okay. So we'll come back to Mercy in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So she addresses you two. Hello, how may I help you?
Greetings, steward. My friend and I here, this
I'm
is
not your friend. I'm your
Of course.
employer. Please.
my patron here and I, are, she is funding my research. You see, I am a scholar, and I'm working to document some of the current political goings-on within the kingdom. We've been traveling from afar, and this is some of the one of the first larger towns with information that we've come across, and I just wanted to pick your brain about as much information as possible regarding the current situation of the kingdom.
She listens to you intently. She has a pencil-thin eyebrow raised just above her spectacles, and she's interested in what you're saying. Well, you've certainly come at an interesting time. I suppose I can be of assistance to you. How much do you already know? What do we need to start with?
Well, I'm aware that there has been a recent death within the royal family. I believe the previous king has passed away recently.
She does like a little religious motion, like you would see the papacy.
Anisette doesn't care about this at all, but she'll copy it back just to make it seem like she cares.
Right.
And she will say, and given that situation, well, truly, I don't know as much as I possibly could. I know that's happened, and I believe there are wanted posters about for the missing prince, I believe it was. But my patron and I have been traveling outside of major cities for a good while, and that's all that we truly know. What else can you tell us about the event? Yes, please, indulge us.
About the king's unfortunate demise? Mm-hmm. Well, it is still a touchy subject, but I suppose I can fill you in for the purposes of your paper.
And she has a paper out and is transcribing this.
Yes. So, from all official records, a few masked individuals snuck or magicked their way into the royal palace. Only one was caught by a nearby guard, but unfortunately they were in possession of a spell-storing tooth, as I am to believe. The Draude suspect it to have been some kind of force spell. It was not pretty.
The assailant, sorry, you said who suspect it was a force spell?
The Drowie, it's the court wizards.
Oh, I see, yes, of course, thank you. And this assailant detonated the spell as opposed to be captured?
That is correct, yes.
Interesting. All right, then. How unfortunate. And then she kind of looks at them for a second and goes, how unfortunate. Kind of feigning her just lack of pure interest. Yeah, she's just fascinated, but she's going to feign a certain amount of horror at this.
Okay.
Well, so then the king has been assassinated, and what of the prince?
Well, we suspect that the assassins have kidnapped the prince. You see, Regent Ustian was advised by the war ministers that it may have been a wood elf attack in an attempt to destabilize the principality. It is suspected that they have the prince hostage and will use him as a bargaining chip. The only identifiable thing that we could find was a tattoo of a silver hand pulled from the elf's ear stuck to the wall. She kind of looks down, like, with a 1,000-yard stare at that.
And a tattoo of a silver hand, you said?
That is correct. We suspect it to be some kind of organization.
Fascinating. What is it like then within the royal family, and how do they plan on reclaiming the boy? What should happen if they find him?
Well, the regent, his uncle Ustin, he's put out military search parties. They're highly specialized search and rescue squadrons who are looking out for the boy. I cannot attest to the judgment that the courts would put on anybody who was found within the possession, but they would certainly be deemed as traitors.
There's a bit of a pause. She has been writing down every word, and she sort of, her pen or quill or whatever she has, actually I think she does have a pen of sorts, just sort of pauses for a second, and she telepathically is going to say to Elisanda, we may be in very deep shit right now. And then she will audibly say back to the steward, interesting, all right. And what is the royal family doing right now? Like that, they must be in some amount of turmoil. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but the prince is next in line for the throne then. So the regent is taking charge? And what of the queen?
Yes. Well, it is publicly known that the lady is in mourning, and the Grand King hasn't been seen since it happened. This is not alarming, though. The Grand Kings often remove themselves from politics. Regent Ustin is trying to remain professional, but she comes to a whisper. He has been seen with drink staring blankly into the fire. It seems that the loss of his brother and his beloved nephew has taken a toll on him.
Okay. Fascinating. That's strange, though, is it not? There are wanted posters for the prince. If somebody were to turn him in, it's thought that they would be a traitor. So are they trying to somehow bait those who have him captive into revealing themselves?
Well, obviously there would be... It comes down to investigation, really. See, there's a reward in gold for the return of the prince, and those persons would then be, of course, added to a list of suspects to then be investigated.
All right. Interesting.
Like I said, I don't know the specifics of what the courts would do.
Of course. And I'll look to Elisanda and ask, well, patron, can you think of any other questions that might serve us well for the archive?
I do believe it is your job to figure that out. But since you ask, no, I do not. All I can do is offer my condolences to your kingdom.
And we thank you for that, madam.
Of course.
If any more questions come to us, would you be happy to see us again at some point?
Of course. Anytime, as long as I'm not busy with matters of the city, that is.
But of course. Oh, apologies. For posterity, who is within the royal family right now? Who is on the scene?
For simplicity, we'll only worry about the most recent generations. At the top is the Grand King, Persis, who is said to have done battle with Wood Elf splinter cells, who did not honor the cease in hostilities, you understand?
Of course.
His sons were our departed King Orion, who was adamant about setting a foreign policy that would have a lasting effects on the nation. This, though, meaning that he had taken a backseat on internal matters, and most of the townships and cities are largely independent, like our own here. That is why my job is so important to our mayor, our sheriff. Let's see. The regent is Ustein, who before was the Duke of Brunach. Those are the lands that are bordering Druria and the surrounding Galrim. He is said to have been fair and generous, and those lands, at least on paper, are rather wealthy. And the queen at the time was Lady Feich Maxenor Lid. Her position is mostly ceremonial, and none of the ladies, unless by birthright, have any rules, so that's why she's not taking over.
All right.
And finally, of course, the prince. His name is Gelamine. He's been a promising lad, and people care greatly for him. Since he will one day rule them, we show him great compassion and love in the hopes that he will give it back to them in future. He is very young, though. God's blessed that he's unharmed. In the lobby, you can find a portrait made of the entire family at Gelamine's 10th birthday a few months ago.
Oh, very well. That will be very helpful, thank you.
Of course. Is there anything else?
Not for now that I can think of, thank you. Again, if any other questions come to you and you're not busy, you may see us again.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you.
I do hope to see your paper when it is published.
Oh, of course. If it goes through, I shall send a copy to you personally.
That would be very gracious, thank you.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to reverse time a little bit, and we're going to go to, while that is currently happening, Mercy and Gelamine.
Yes, I think we have been... The surrounding area was supposed to be very nice and pleasant. I assume there would be clothing stores, some quaint little bakeries around that area.
Yes.
Yes, I'm definitely trying to keep us as nearby as possible, so we do not get too separated from the others.
Yeah.
First, I think we would swing into some sort of pastry breakfast shop, get him something to eat before we go shopping.
Okay. He's very happy about that.
What would you like?
Do they have royal custards here?
This close? They might. I'll ask.
And so, you're able to get the boy a few royal custards. They're not like the ones that the maids in the castle would have made, but they're pretty good.
It's custard.
It's custard. And so you do that, and you're shopping, and he looks at you, and he's like, well, how'd you sleep?
I slept all right.
Oh, very good, very good.
How did you sleep?
Oh, it was not great. I had a nightmare.
That's not good. I hate to hear that. I have a, back where I'm from, Dave taught us how to make a tea, which can help with nightmares. I'll make that for you tonight.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Thank you.
Mercy, how familiar are you with elves?
I mean, my region is not as... I'm not from the Elven Kingdom.
Right.
Though I'm not very far either.
Right.
So I feel like I would be fairly familiar.
Would you say that you probably get some elven acolytes in the order?
I'd say it's likely.
Okay. Then I'll say that you would know elves don't dream.
Oh, yeah.
I clocked that pretty early. I'm gonna be so for real.
Good. As you should.
I know his ass had a bad past life or some shit. He's still like 10, right? He has
Bad
those
past
memories.
life. He's having a bad current life.
You get both as an elf. It's a double whammy till you grow up.
That's true. That's true.
You get to
It's
hate
like those-
yourself in both worlds.
It's like those stories of the kids that have that remember the past
Yeah,
lives, like
those are
cranked up
sick.
to 10,
Like, can read hieroglyphics at, like, 10.
or remember flying planes in World
Yeah.
War II. You know?
Yeah. Crazy. I love those. I think she will hang on to that.
Okay.
Actually, to help with knowing what tea to give you, when did those nightmares start for you? Are they recent? Or have they been...
Just like the one last night.
Okay.
Just last night, I think. I didn't have any, I don't think, in the forest. I didn't sleep great, though. I was very tired.
She kind of ruffles his hair. But yes, I'll see what I can do about that tonight. And she puts that knowledge away for later to give to others.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to ask him about?
What's your favorite color?
That's a tough one.
Always.
Probably a strong yellow, I'd say.
Okay.
When I'm older, that's the color my robes are going to be, I think.
Oh, okay. I think that would do nicely with your hair.
He nods.
Would I know what the royal colors are, the colors of the nation are?
Green and gold.
Okay. Then I will look for him clothing that is a nice warm yellow, but stray from anything that is green or gold. I don't want him to be wearing anything that would further add to a portrait people have seen of the royal family, you know?
Cool.
So I will look for him a nice set of clothes.
So you do your shopping,
color?
and the conversation I don't think took super long, but shopping takes some time, so after that you can probably beat back up.
Okay. Yeah. How much gold for food and shopping?
In this part of town,
A little bit more.
call it 2.
Alright.
Sorry, and we've met back up, you said?
Yes.
When we get back, Anisette goes, Mercy, I left it open that we could revisit them. Were there any questions that you wanted to ask? I realized we did not ask you before, so I thought the ability to return if you had any good questions would perhaps suit us. Is there anything you feel is unanswered you'd like to ask them?
I don't believe so. Some more information on the quartz magicians could be well to know, given the events of last night. But...
yes, good point. Is there anything off the top of Anisette's head that she remembers about them?
The court mages?
Yes, what was the name you said again?
Properly in the elven tongue, it's Druid. It's like basically druid, and it's just the word for magician in Elvish. And so the courts would have basically appointed magicians, wizards, or sorcerers. It doesn't really matter. They don't have a distinction here. It's kind of just, if you are magic and you serve the king, you're a court magician, a druid.
So they don't have a distinction between wizard, sorcerer...
No, not
druid?
really.
Okay.
You would know that often for smaller towns like this, there's usually just like one.
Okay.
But for the bigger towns, for like the king, he could have really as many as he wanted, up to 4, more.
Okay. As it goes currently, perhaps I'll tell you my theories in a more secure location. But I was also considering if we could not go to any of the libraries or archives in town. I want to see if I can find more information on shades or projection of the soul, even in just mythologies or folk tales. I want to know who we fought last night, what those were. It unsettles me knowing that there's an enemy out there who knows us and that we have no clue what they are.
Yes, I agree. I think we should discover more about them. I don't want them getting the drop on us again.
What do you mean fought last night?
Do you not remember, child, the shades that attacked us, the silhouettes of soldiers that invaded your room and tried to kill us?
How do you know? How do you know about my nightmare?
Oh. That was not a nightmare. That actually happened.
He's unsettled at first. Like, you can see the emotions go through his face.
I think Anisette kind of says that, realizes that that's probably maybe not good, and just sort of looks at Mercy like,
Yes, but that's why we want to learn more about them so it won't happen again. And we were able to keep you safe, and we'll keep doing so.
Okay.
It feels bad. I should have fucking known, you little shit.
To change the subject, our little child has new robes, doesn't he?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we went shopping.
oh yes!
Look at him. Give him a
quite
nice twirl.
fashionable.
You have to turn around for me. Give me a spin. You look adorable.
Yeah, so he does a little twirl, a little,
Yeah. Mercy claps.
a little runway walk. You know.
I swear, you're so regal, even in common clothes. Gosh, what an adorable child.
Quite.
So, what's the plan?
Anisette just sort of, with like shining green eyes, just sort of leans in and goes, "The library," with a smile on her face.
That's boring.
I completely agree.
Libraries are excellent sources of information. If you want to know anything ever, go to a library and you'll at least find out, if you're clever, where you can figure out, where you can find the information you're looking for. You
I
ever
have to
want
disagree.
to know something, go to a library.
Anisette, I have to completely disagree with you here. If you want to learn anything, you learn it in practice. You ask professionals. People like us don't need to read, per se. We have other people read for us.
No, you just go and live in the desert where you don't have anything to make books out of.
First
didn't
of all,
realize
I
you
have
could make a
very
novel in the
beautiful
sand.
stone. Our stone slabs are gorgeous, first of all. So,
Yes, I'll just take notes by getting my hammer and chisel.
well, God knows you have to take notes because you're too dumb to remember anything on your own.
I remember. Excuse you, I can tell you every detail that I've seen in the past month.
Then
I
why'd you
couldn't
have to
forget
write it
if I
down?
wanted to.
Okay, sure. I believe you. I'm lying.
Every
I
detail.
don't believe you.
Every detail, including when Elisande had a man at knife point while he was hanging off of an edge because she thought that he knew something about the Eclipse Stone.
And I said, what were the color of those men's eyes?
He had brown eyes when Mercy and I first met. I was surrounded by two bandits. One of them was crushed to death and had yellow eyes. The other one had blue eyes until I blew his head off.
And Mercy covers Galaman's ears. Well, let's get along to the library. We can find you something interesting to read.
Or we could play chess.
Or you could play chess.
When we were in Mercy's town, I encountered 17 children. 2 of them had yellow eyes, 5 of them had green eyes, and the rest had blue eyes.
All right.
I think you get the point, Miss Anisette.
Mercy's
All
just
right.
walking and has a hand on Anisette's back, and it's just, let's go.
Wait, it's my turn. When I was born, the doctor had green eyes and red hair.
Yes,
I can
you're
do it
both
too.
very
I can do it
smart.
too.
Wouldn't your doctor have had, like, smoky hair like you?
Oh my gosh.
Well observed, Galamine, well observed.
Clever.
Salamine, I am lying. Of course I don't remember. I was just saying how easy it is.
He looks betrayed.
It's very rude to lie to him.
Okay.
She hands Alessandra a book of illusions and goes, flip to a page, tell me the page number, and I can tell you which letter is the beginning of each page of this book.
Mercy's still walking them towards the library.
And then we can keep doing that while we watch the library.
Anna said, I hope you know this is less impressive than it is sad. And they continue on.
It takes one to know one.
Cool. So you're going to the library. And so you all enter the grand halls of the Royal Ebonite Library, a great building adorned with a bright sunstone foundation and towering stained glass windows depicting events in Elven history. As you step through the large door arches, you find yourselves in a foyer. A massive rose-colored rug lay atop a floor made of brilliant marble tiles. The walls are lined with a rich wood, and following them up on a center wall partition is an imposing painting not dissimilar to the one in the steward's office depicting the royal family.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm glad that the steward held so much respect for my family.
Yes, they did seem to respect you greatly.
She talked
You
well
personally, even.
Of course. I'm the prince.
He winks at Anisette. Or not Anisette, Elisande. He winks at Elisande.
Elisande is completely enamored by this child. This is the most beautiful child they could have ever found. 10 out of 10.
But yes, my mother and my father, they were great. They taught me everything I needed to know about becoming a king one day. Obviously, I still have a lot to learn. And I like to visit my aunt and uncle.
Mercy's keeping an eye out while he's talking.
Me and my uncle, we used to play together. It was very fun. I am sad I didn't get to say goodbye to my mother, though, before I had to...
He looks questionably...
Left? I don't know.
How do you feel about the rest of your family? Your father and mother, I can assume, but your uncle, he's a nice person.
Uncle Uriel's great.
Your aunt as well?
She used to make the best royal custards.
How do you feel about your grandfather as well?
I don't know, I don't see him much. I saw him at my birthday, I think, which was a few months ago. We had a portrait painted. It was very fun. A little boring. I had to sit there for a long time.
Yes. I probably also would have looked at that portrait.
Yeah, if we can get eyes on what some of these people look like.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously a prince. He's just a small elf. He's got short, dirty blonde hair. Regent Ustine.
What's everybody's eye color?
Mine's is green.
Please don't piss me off.
Regent Ustine he looks to be, well, Gellamine will tell you that he's 428, and he's got long, regal golden hair. His mother is, he would explain as Faith. She's got pale skin and strawberry red hair. She's almost 400, he says. Orion, I'll say, has shorter hair that's starting to, like, for elves, it's weird because they don't gray.
White.
It just turns more blonde.
Oh.
Like, it goes from being golden blonde to kind of bleach blonde.
Like cornstalk, yeah.
Yeah. So he's basically the elf version of graying. And then you've got the Grand King, Parasus. He is the oldest looking elf you've ever seen. So he looks like a middle-aged human, and that's really old for elves.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So his hair is, like, completely bleach blonde, and he's got, like, a stubby mustache and everything.
Okay. Mercy, would you like to know how our conversation with the steward went?
Yes, of course, if you can tell me everything.
All right. Well, first the steward said, and she's gonna copy the conversation word for word that they just had, and say exactly what the steward said to them and exactly what she said to the steward.
Interesting. All right.
Gellamine is sitting there. He's just quickly glancing between all of you.
We didn't tell him his dad was dead, did we?
What?
Did we? Did we? We did. I don't think we told him his dad was dead. But
We didn't, unless you just said it. We didn't.
Did Anisette say it in public?
no, she doesn't say that. No, she knows not to say that.
Okay.
Okay. The last time I think she brought that up to Mercy, it was using in Mercy's mind. Like, no, she
Wait a
hasn't
second.
even said it out loud. I think.
Yeah.
He has to know, doesn't he? Because Anisette went over everything the steward said. And
Yeah, that's right.
Galamine has to know.
She would have left that out, I assume.
I think that she might have skipped over that part because she is a little blatant with stuff, but we talked about not telling him until the time was right. So
Give me a
she would have
luck
skipped
check.
over that.
Give me a luck check. Pick even or odds. Give me a luck check.
Gah.
Okay.
I'm with you, Michael. I'm pro Anisette hate right now.
Okay, you gotta
That
tell me
is-
if you picked even or odds
Sorry,
first.
Okay, well, I'll roll it again then.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us now.
Okay. Odds.
Okay.
Odds, please. Please.
That's a straight 10.
Fuck.
Yeah, yeah, Anisette wasn't thinking. She was just excited to be able to recount everything, so much so that she didn't omit anything. She was
fair enough.
very intentionally giving every detail, so Galamine broke down.
Oh.
There's only so much you can do with a child crying his eyes out.
Yeah. I feel like it needs to be
Because like this
beat.
isn't an adult that's gonna, shut down and have this big emotional arc. No, he's just bawling.
Gonna start crying.
Yeah, he's gonna wail.
I'm okay.
So smart, but so stupid.
How about I take Galamine to sit by like a river?
Okay.
They keep pairing me up with Anisette. It's mean to me.
We'll cut over from the library scene over to over to Mercy sitting with Galamine at the park, and he's gonna ask you, so, when can I go see my mom?
The difficult thing is, child, and I hate to tell you this, we don't know who's coming after you, and it could be someone within the castle. That's what we're afraid of.
Who?
Anyone, I mean...
I don't get it. My family loves me.
I don't think it's your family. Your family does love you. But there are greedy people in power at the top of many institutions.
What does that even mean? I don't understand those words.
It could be the advisors, it could be the magicians. We don't know. We just don't want you getting hurt, and I think all of us are too scared to make a decision quite yet. That's why we're researching, that's why we're talking to the steward. We don't want you getting hurt.
So I can't see my mom.
Soon.
What are we gonna do?
I don't think we know yet. But we're figuring it out. That's why they're in there researching. We got a lot of good information from the steward.
Miss Mercy, can we get ice cream?
Of course.
Grab your hand to go get ice cream.
Guys, I'm literally gonna cry. This is so unfair.
Do it.
Why
I had
can't
to-
we
I
do
had to-
evil?
I had to hold on to Michael's hand to get through that.
Listen, if I make you cry, I've done my fucking job,
He's
and I
trying.
will be proud.
I hope I cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the library actually does seem like a pretty okay option now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starting to like the library.
Doesn't.
I will say that when when you're at the library with Anisette, she doesn't say anything to you the entire time.
You begin to research about what you think these things are, and you find some anecdotes about old cults and wild old magics, and what you end up coming across is the description of a phenomenon called shadows, which seem to match the closest to what you're describing.
Okay. What does it say are the origins of shadows, or does it mention anything about people being able to control them or anything like that?
It doesn't mention anything about people being able to control them. So shadows are beings from the underworld. They're considered undead, characteristically evil. Usually they are summoned by somebody.
Okay. So theoretically it would be somebody finding us and then summoning shadows in the room as opposed to necessarily controlling them? Or would it be that they could perhaps summon them so that they could send them after us?
You think that somebody could bend their will onto one, but not directly control it.
Okay. Influence what it did, but not necessarily puppet it, essentially.
Yeah.
And would they need to be, and maybe it wouldn't say this in the book, maybe if this is like an Arcana check, then fair enough, but like, do I think they could control it from a distance, or do I think that they were probably doing it from like nearby, like maybe even in the next room, or across the street, or could they have been in like the next kingdom and sent them after us?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Gotcha. Oh, that's cocked. Hang on.
Gotta honor the cock.
Thanks, Murph.
That's a joke from another podcast. I don't know if we can use that.
Yeah.
I'll do what I want. Can't tell me what to do, Mom.
Brian Murphy's not gonna come after us.
Yeah. he jumps through the screen.
Yeah, Brian Murphy just jumps through the screen
Yeah.
and hits me in the face.
Yeah.
He sends shadows after us.
Yeah.
I didn't roll excellent, so that is an 11.
Yeah, you think that if you sat here and spent enough time, you could probably figure it out, but with the resources that you have on the timeline that you have,
I'll have to spend time on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the calculations.
Do the math.
Yeah. Okay.
Gosh, I'm so bored. Oh, I'm so bored. Oh, the misery.
The librarian pokes their head out from behind a bookshelf and is like, "Are you okay?"
It depends. Will you talk to me?
What?
Will you talk with me? I'm so bored. It's so quiet in here.
It's a library. You're not supposed to talk.
Well, you just... Hold on. Anisette Elasan gets up away from Anisette and approaches the librarian. No, I understand that, but I think we could have a much more enriched environment with some chatter.
Can I get you a book?
Oh, an audiobook? That's a joke.
What?
There's gotta be a fast spell for that.
I'm sorry, I don't have any learning mages.
This is Ebonite. This is Ebonite Regional.
We lost our funding.
Yeah.
Do you have, like, I don't know, a puzzle?
They do. They gotta have a puzzle.
He gives you a puzzle, and it's like one of those picture puzzles where you put it together, and when it's finished, it gives you like a pin-up of
Oh, this is an adult. I thought it was gonna be a kid's puzzle. This is an adult puzzle.
They're elves, they get bored.
Continue.
It'll give you a pin-up of like a popular celebrity from here. It's like an old dude like in a two-piece bikini.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I want to say I solved this puzzle suspiciously quickly.
You've seen this before.
Okay, gang, what's the plan here?
Meet back up once I have the information on the shades. And the whole time she's just writing down in her notebook, trying to think about who could have cast it, who could have summoned the shadows, how far away they would have to be, and just kind of trying to figure out just more about what magic that would take.
So you'll step outside, and on the steps you'll find Mercy and Gellamine. Gellamine's sitting there with a ice cream. His eyes are kind of like, you know, the reddening that they get when you've been crying for a while. Yeah. And he seems not content, but distracted.
As soon as Ellison steps out of there, there's a, thank God I'm free!
Mercy will go talk to Anisette when she comes out and ask what you found. And obviously, Anisette will tell me word for word.
No, in this case, she hands you her notebook with all of her notes in it. And just gives that to you to read and doesn't say anything.
How is Anisette's handwriting?
Terrible.
Yeah. Me.
Yeah, you're
Me
gonna
for
need a
real.
comprehend languages spell just to read this.
Mercy will ask. Continue.
Oh, I think it is like, I'm trying to think, there is a reason she would...
It's all in shorthand, you know?
Yeah, like I think that when she's quoting from the book, which she does a few times, it's in like really neat, elegant handwriting, like almost copying the printing from the book. And then when it's something that's in her words, it's like absolute shit. So there's like snippets that are incredibly nice handwriting, but for the most part, it's just like terrible shorthand, like a doctor's writing.
I do think, though, Mercy will ask if you found anything on the organization they mentioned. I do think while we're at the library, we should look into that. The Silver Hand.
The Silver Hand? Yeah.
Try and find anything related to that. Any groups that have used shadows before, or just that we should look into that group specifically?
Yeah.
So like I said before, you find passing references to I think temple is the best word. Temple, not quite a cult, I don't think. It wouldn't have been referred to as a cult, but it was a religious organization dedicated to the goddess of mysteries. They have some passing remarks about shadows-ish. They were different, for sure, and they were known to have some stranger magic, but you find no reference of any kind of silver hand.
Okay.
What region is the goddess of mystery from?
She is one of the original gods. So she dates back 2 eras to when elf and man first came onto the planet here.
So she's kind of everyone's. She's not aligned to a specific
she is
group.
Not super worshipped anymore. There's obviously still shrines to her and everything, but like she's not one of the big religions that there are now.
Okay. But nothing about the Silver Hand. Okay. Silver anything. Okay.
When we meet back up, I think at a certain point, like after we're kind of looking this up again, like using telepathy in Mercy's mind, she's gonna ask, how is the boy? Is he doing better?
No, he's doing different. He's doing distracted, but he's not better. He wants to know when he can go home and see his mother.
I suspect so far the grandfather, the Grand King. Gellamine, children are perceptive, and he seems perfectly content with his parents and with his uncle and aunt so far.
Yes, I agree.
His grandfather is the only person who he said he didn't know very well, who was not necessarily kind to him, though there was nothing else mentioned. My thought was that the Grand King did fight groups of wood elves, and his son the king was trying to make peace with the Wood Elves. Perhaps he is trying to turn Galamine into a catalyst for war against them. If he is not done with that fight, as opposed to peace, he may have sacrificed his own son and be willing to sacrifice the morals of his grandson to continue that fight. I don't know him well. It's just a hypothesis so far, but so far that's all I can muster without more information.
Thinking so far is on a different track but of a similar motive. The steward mentioned that the advisors to the regent said it was likely a wood elf attack, correct? The regent did not come to that on his own, and that makes me suspect them or possibly the court magicians.
That is possible.
The Grand King is a possibility, but my understanding is he has already ruled. If he wished to come back into the picture, he would, but he hasn't been around.
Well, politically, he's sort of run his course. I think if the people will listen to Galamine, they have a compassion for him and a love for him. If the old Grand King came back to start a war, the people might disagree, but if the new king were to want revenge for his father, that would be a much better motivator for a war. I like the prospects of the Grand King, but you're right. Certainly the advisors are the ones that and the court wizards are the ones that I distrust the most. They certainly must have something to do with it.
Yes, they may not be the root cause, but feels like there's some involvement there, especially with the advisement.
I believe you're right. I am not good with... I have a tendency to become too focused on singular goals, perhaps. I've made myself somewhat ruthless. I want to apologize for not giving you the chance to say what needed to be said to the boy. He shouldn't have learned that from me. I want to apologize.
Mercy will, if you're sitting next to her, reach out and put a hand on your shoulder and say in her mind, I appreciate that, but there's no easy way to learn that. There never is. I've seen it happen plenty of times.
Should I apologize to him for that as well? I don't know.
Maybe not now. We're out in public, he's sunken back into himself. But maybe later, when we're in private again. That'd be kind of you.
Very well.
In other words, I would like to talk with Galamine for a second, please.
Go
I was over here being subtle.
Okay.
Galamine, dear, what is it that you're eating?
Oh, it's an ice cream. Mercy got me one.
An ice cream? How do they do that?
It's a treat made of frozen milk.
But it's sunny. How is it still solid-ish?
It will go away if you don't eat it fast enough.
Oh, it... what does... So it's just frozen milk. Why not drink milk?
It doesn't... They add a lot of sweets in them. Sugars, I think. And that's what makes it better.
Okay.
I think it's a lot... I don't know. Here, why don't you try it? And he'll hand you his ice cream.
No.
You are so very sweet, but I don't think this dessert's for me. It's rather odd.
Odd.
He'll shrug.
More for me.
do they come in different flavors, or are they just sugar?
Oh, yeah. Like this one is made from local berries. It's really good.
They put berries in their milk? God. You folks are creative, that is for sure. Berries.
What kind of treats do you have back home?
Sand crackers?
That doesn't sound very good.
No, you don't understand. They're delicious. It's like,
Are they...
think about bread and then burn it a little.
Okay.
And then you spread a cream on it. And it's delicious and crunchy. And
Where
a
do you
little
get the-
painful to eat, but good.
Where does the sand come into that? So it's like toast, but you put a thing on it.
Oh, it's because it becomes so hard, it almost makes sand itself. Like
You
it's
burn your
crumbly.
toast? I don't get it.
No, it's a sand cracker. I don't.
Neither of them understand. Perfect. Nobility.
we don't want it to be sweet.
But isn't that what the cream is for?
No, the cream is to almost soften the top so non-genasi can eat it.
Oh.
Well, fire genasi.
Oh, okay. I'll have to try that sometime.
You probably won't enjoy it. Most children don't enjoy it.
I might not.
I wouldn't try it, and just as I won't try your ice cream. But
You should
we
try
can,
ice cream.
No. No, that looks like it will give me a headache. Just
I'm
looking
going
at
to
it.
get you an ice cream.
No.
Mercy, will you come with me to get Ellison an ice cream?
Mercy, please don't.
Can
Mercy-
I get an ice cream?
Yes. Mercy looks at like Elison's completely flaming face. It's just like, I am curious.
I don't want you frozen.
And I said, you're rubbing off on me. Can we call it a experiment?
You all are the worst. Not you, Galamine, of course.
I bet you a silver that it melts entirely in her hand as soon as she touches it.
I agree. I bet you a silver that it is before she even grabs it.
If I had money,
No,
I would
you're-
bet that it doesn't.
God, I love him.
I love this kid.
I love this kid so much.
If I had money.
God.
Okay.
Let's go find out.
Despite Elison's like clear distrust of the sweet, she is in fact smiling. She can't kind of keep it off her face.
I wonder if they have like the like black charcoal like ice cream that they have
yeah, I
in
was
that
on
they
the
have
look
in
at.
like Japan.
Ooh. Oh, that actually, yeah. That actually does sound good for Elisant.
It's charcoal.
Okay, so for posterity, I need to know if you're getting ice cream. I need
Yeah,
to
I
know
think
what
we all get
happens
ice
to the
cream.
ice cream.
I do believe I will be getting the ice cream.
Okay.
Okay. I think we are
I feel like
making
it'd
you.
be cruel to talk about it this
We have to
much.
let Galamine have this.
And then the last thing I need to know after that is what is the plan after you get ice cream?
Uh-huh.
Do
yes?
as I'm told.
So yes to getting ice cream.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alison, what flavor do you get? It's important.
Do they have a lot of flavors? Something not very sweet?
What would be kind of a toffee or a coffee flavor?
Oh yeah, like a
Yeah.
coffee.
Like a coffee flavor.
Or like a tea flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll get like a coffee flavored ice cream.
Okay.
A small one.
You get a sample.
You get a sampler.
She takes the ice cream in the little tiny spoon.
Yeah.
And she closes her eyes and brings it towards her mouth, and it does in fact melt the closer it gets to her head as it radiates a lot of heat, but it still stays in the spoon as it's like, made for soups.
So it doesn't completely evaporate.
No, it just melts, and then when it enters her mouth, you can hear a little. It's ice cream. Yes.
How observant.
Oh, you don't like it, do you?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
It's okay.
It's when it melts, it's so grainy, but not in the crunchy way, in the bad way.
What if we put nuts in it?
What if we just
do
moved
that
on?
So Alessandra, you don't like the ice cream.
That would be correct.
That gives me a good idea. And she grabs the ice cream off of you and adds it to hers.
Okay.
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 Take me away, DM. I'm not too good at
I also
planning.
I also, just real quick, when we're eating the ice cream, Anisette, you look over and she very much just has ice cream all over the bandages that are around her mouth. Like, she does have it pulled back so that she's eating it, but it's just, you can see this big ice cream stain around her mouth where it's pressing against her bandages.
Yeah.
We have a child
Guys.
with us too. It's very funny. All right.
Dark political intrigue. Yes.
Ice cream. We need it. We
You
need
needed
it.
the levity.
We need the levity.
That's true.
All right. Mercy will look at everyone and say, perhaps we should, unless we have any more business in town, find somewhere quiet and private to plan the rest of our day and the day moving forward.
I would agree. Perhaps not the inn that we were at before.
No.
Somewhere new that doesn't know our faces.
Are there like study rooms in the library?
I think the librarian would look at you really funny for trying to
Yeah.
hold a big conversation there.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I don't think there's another tavern in town. So, I mean, you could always set out,
It's true. Could leave.
just leave, set up camp
Yeah,
somewhere.
that's true.
Mercy remembers we also need to go get the bounty for the bandits.
Oh, yes, that's true.
But Guillemine should be somewhere else when we do that.
Why don't we go do that, and then Alessandra can take Guillemine.
Thank God, I finally get the fun job.
Alright, we'll go do that.
Okay. So, you walk out on the streets, and quite similar to the steward's office, it's up the stone staircase to this plaza, and you find a guardhouse near the keep. You walk in and you find the sheriff, who, he looks at you, moves his elbows down onto his desk and covers up his mouth, and just kind of looks at seeing a bandaged lady and a
Trihorn tiefling.
Trihorn tiefling. He's like, you can see in his mind, he's like, what is this?
The most beautiful, graceful person in the world, and the most sort of messed up, weird, ominous-looking woman in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a pair.
He's kind of a brawny elf. You see he's got, like, elven armor on and plate armor, and he kind of raises his eyebrow as you walk in.
Shall you do the talking, or shall I?
I can cover it.
Very well.
Good day, sir. We are here to recover the bounty about the bandits outside of town, and she will like toss down like a flag they got from the bandit camp.
Oh, that's very good, yes. So this was for the bandits outside of town.
We'll run some numbers.
Yes, the Shiram would be very good to hear this. How does 500 gold sound?
Was there any listing on the bounty board, or was it just go get them?
Go get him.
I mean, Mercy will look at Anisette. Does that sound reasonable?
How many bandits were there?
It's a good question.
Like I know it was a hell of a fight, but was it like, did we fight a small army, or did we fight like 10 under-equipped bandits?
It was probably 15 bandits. And I won't say they're over-equipped or under-equipped, just equipped. They would have had, like, swords and leather armor, probably.
I mean, 500 sounds... Yeah, she'll look at Mercy and go, 500 sounds fairly reasonable, I suppose.
All right, so I'll get that settled up for you. Is there anything else that I can help you with while you're here?
We heard there was some ruckus in the local tavern.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Yes, well, we hunt. We are bounty hunters of a sort, and we were wondering if, the perpetrators were caught, or if we could perhaps, lend a hand with that.
I don't know a super lot about that. So what the bartender told me was that there were a group of travelers that came through and just made a ruckus in the night, busting into people's rooms and stuff. Busting into people's rooms and trying to look in at people? I don't know. There were a couple of screams and apparently a dead lady? I don't know quite what to investigate.
All right, then.
He looks a little confused at that. It's like, okay.
Tell me, you being adventurers and all on your travels, you haven't happened to seen our prince, have you? Out on your journey? He points to the wanted poster for him.
No. If we found him, we'd turn him in immediately.
Poor thing.
Mm-hmm. I hope he's well.
He sighs. He's like,
I swear we better find him in one piece or I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyways, thank you for dealing with the bandits. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Of course.
I assume you leave.
Yeah.
Good day. Yeah.
I don't
You can go now.
Thank you.
Hey, number 2 came back.
Yeah. Have a nice afternoon.
Have a nice day. And as we're walking away, I'll say to Mercy, it sounds like they don't realize that it's us, which is good.
Yes.
But so they didn't find any bodies. They didn't know anything that we don't know by the look of it.
No.
Unfortunately, they know less than we know because they
Yes.
don't know it was us.
I don't know there were shadows either.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
It's better they don't know it's us. We definitely shouldn't return there.
No, certainly not. So where are we headed to next? Well, we should talk about that with Alessandra. Let's find her. Perhaps.
Yes.
So we'll cut to Ellison.
And that's when I first learned how to ski with my uncle.
Okay.
Have you ever been skiing? I don't imagine you would have. I don't think it'll work very well.
I mean, I've slid from a sand hill before.
That sounds like fun.
Well, it is fun unless you fall, because then you get sand everywhere. God, it's dreadful. But in the moment, if you're well balanced and skilled, as I, then it will not occur. I will say,
I feel like being bad at skiing, or I guess in this case, sanding? What do you call it? Sledding? Going down sand hills. I suppose being...
we call it going down sand hills, because it's what we do. But we're not fond of nicknames. We just do it.
Do you not have a nickname back home?
Some people call me a naughty word children your age cannot know, but beyond that, no.
He's like going through words in his head.
Okay.
It's...
And that's when Mercy and Anisette walk up.
Mercy, save him before I teach him a bad word.
Oh?
We were talking about skiing and sliding down sand hills?
Like sledding.
They don't have a word for it.
Interesting.
It's just sliding down sandhills. If we had a word for it, then we'd have to follow it up by sliding down sandhills. I don't understand this.
I suppose that's fair.
I wouldn't worry. I don't think Alessandra has a lot of words to begin with.
Oh, Anisette, you better watch it.
Mercy, they're fighting again.
They always are.
Keep this up and you'll find yourself under a sandhill.
I think they enjoy it. It's like a... I can't say that word, you're too young. It's like a little contest between friends.
Oh, okay.
They know what I mean.
Yeah, I think so.
Got it. Uh-huh.
There's two I can think of, but they're synonyms.
Uh-huh.
So, in that case, what is our plan of attack? We have to get Galamine to safety.
Before that, where is our money?
Yes. We got 500 gold, split 3 ways. I'm not great with math. I'm sure one of you two are better.
Anisette gives the number that they should split it into.
I think it's 175.
175?
I think it's 175.
166.
There would be some silver. Yeah, it's 166.6, so go ahead and add yourself 6 silver. I don't care.
Alright.
It's probably best that we leave town.
Yeah.
I think we've stayed our welcome here, but where do we go? There are creatures after us.
I mean, can we look at the map?
Damn, do you have any recommendations?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're far from anywhere else, aren't we?
You're a few days travel from anywhere else.
Where's the castle? Moria?
Looks like we're going glamping.
Where's the castle?
Like the royal castle?
Yeah,
Here in El Moria.
that's what I thought. I mean, the biggest question is, yeah, what do we do, period? What do we do with Galamine? What do we do? Yeah, we need to get somewhere private where we can plan. What time of day is it now? Midday?
Probably the afternoon now.
Afternoon, yeah, I figured.
Is it still storming, or is it...
No.
Yeah, okay.
It's quite a nice sunny day today. I mentioned earlier that it was feeling like the beginning of Brythe, which is spring.
Yes, you did. Well, where do we bring the boy next? I know we need more information before we continue, but where would we get it exactly?
What's the question? Do we have any new questions for the steward? I don't think so, but...
Not that spring to mind. The best I can consider is that we somehow... The only gambit, it is a gambit, that I can think of is going to the capital city to learn more where the crime happened. But I imagine that's going to be where the guard is the highest. It might be very hard to keep him hidden there.
Exactly.
Might be right under their noses.
That would be the risk.
Anisette is smarter than Fox is. Can she think of anything? Like even just in regards of, like, she would be more familiar with places where we might be able to get that missing information and learn more about. Contacts.
More places we can research.
So
could I roll, like, history or something like that? I don't know.
Well, you have eidetic memory, and the steward either told you or implied that the regent's keep, the regent's county, duchy, was in...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was in the lands connecting Druria and the surrounding area of Galram. So you would think that his estate, his personal keep, would be at Galram.
Okay. So, we know where the regent is. Do we want to trust him? Do we trust the uncle?
Well, the regent is in El Moria, because he's taken up the throne in the prince's absence, yeah. But his estate is in Galram.
So, we would probably find at least Galamine's aunt there?
It is likely,
or would
yeah.
she be in the city with him? Okay. And so we would find the aunt at his personal estate, and that would be a good place for the queen to have hidden. Because I'm right in thinking that she hasn't been seen in a little while. She's
in mourning.
In the shadows, in public mourning.
It wasn't implied that she left the capital, but she did say, the steward did say that she was in mourning.
Yeah.
How far away?
Yeah, that's a good question.
How far away is Galram?
Yeah. So we are on the timeline. We have 2 weeks.
About 4 days.
That's not great.
Oh, but you're on your horse.
Yeah, with our horses.
My bad, you're on your horses, so half it.
2 days?
Yeah.
And then how far from there to Almoria?
It's like
a day.
And I'm right in thinking El Moria is... That's the capital city, right?
Yes.
Yes, that is the capital of this area, Kaliatua.
This area of the Elven Kingdom.
Because there are two predominant elven kingdoms. This one is the Principality of Massanor, and down below is like the Grand Elven Kingdom, the bigger one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's in Dusk Forest in Kaliadu.
Well, right now, Galeworm is the best lead we have, as opposed to taking him into the dangers of Aelmoria. So, weighing our options, perhaps we go to the Regent's personal keep first, and then take him to Aelmoria, if need be. What do the rest of you think?
The timeline is a bit worrying, but I don't think we have any other options.
I can't think of any.
I mean, I think we discussed this before, but I don't think my monastery would have any extra information for us, and it's probably not a great idea to try and cross the border right now. Yeah. Alright.
And if we're getting attacked in the middle of the night, we don't want to bring more danger to Moonscar, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll ask as well, Gelamine, what do you think? We could take you to Aelmoria knowing there'll be more danger, or we could see if your aunt could help us in Galeworm.
If you think it would be too dangerous to go home, I would love to see my aunt.
Okay. Well, that seems decided then.
Okay.
Alright.
You gather your horses, and you head out of the eastern gate on the road to Gallworm.
Can I try and ask Gelamine more about his aunt? Is she kind? Is she stubborn? Is just trying to get more of a character from her, so that I can determine if she maybe has motive or means to be involved in this, or also maybe what's the best approach for turning up on her doorstep with her missing nephew.
Well, I think she's nice, at least. She's not very popular with the common folk, but that's not too weird. I don't know. It's like the difference between my mother and my father, I think, where there's a weird, I don't know. She seems to touch on the nerves of people a little bit because she respects her station.
Okay. So you think she's not exactly popular because she's very,
Well, she's opinionated.
proper?
Proper is a word. I think, and I think this is just a difference in how my uncle and my dad run the place. It's that, she is treated, I think, higher than my mom. I think she's, the best word is like spoiled, I think. She's spoiled a bit more. I love her though for it. She's fun, and she reminds me a lot of Elisand.
I am very fun and very cool.
All right. I trust her less then. She's opinionated. What sort of opinions? Did she disagree with the way that your father ran things? How did she feel about wood elves? Because I know a lot of people get very uppity about that, and the way your father was a lot more gentle about talking to the wood elves and their people.
There aren't a lot of people who do like the wood elves. I've only heard bad things. My father says that they're just people and we should trust them not to be bad, like anybody else.
Very wise.
Very wise.
But having a war going on for thousands of years doesn't help. So my aunt agrees with my uncle that the wood elves aren't necessarily the best for the kingdom. for the principality.
Okay, that's good to know.
Does that mean she supports... We heard leaving the inn and from the steward a bit that your uncle might want to presume a more active conflict with the Willows. Does she agree with those reasonings?
My aunt will agree with whatever puts a better meal on her table.
I see.
Not in a bad way. Like, she just likes to eat.
I think we understand your meaning.
I say we stop talking about her and just go talk to her.
I would love to see my aunt.
Well, I want to know what we're walking into, whose house we're going to be guests in. And I'll ask Mercy with telepathy. I think I can ask both Mercy and Elisande with telepathy. Should we consider perhaps telling him that we suspect that somebody in the castle might have betrayed his father, or betrayed him?
I already have.
Yeah, he totally knows.
Okay. Okay, good. My mistake.
I had to explain why we couldn't, or why we didn't feel we should return him, take him home.
Okay. I will straight up say to Gellermine then, I don't mean... she kind of looks to Mercy and then looks back and is like, I don't mean any offense when I say this. After all, I haven't met them. Perhaps they're too nice for it. But do you think if it served to put more food on her plate, as you said, your aunt could have helped the people who took you, or who attacked you? Could she be in on the plot for whatever unpleasantness is going on?
I don't think you should talk bad about my family like that.
I have to agree.
Very well.
I feel as though any person would not like to believe their loved one would betray them. And I feel like maybe, just maybe, if we keep believing everyone is so untrustworthy, it will only make us look all the more suspicious.
That's wise.
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. You make an interesting point that if we go to the aunt and that she is trustworthy, as we may assume that she is, that will look good for her if we go to her for help. So if you need be, you can trust anyone as you like. In the meantime, I'll trust no one who isn't present. As I do.
It's fair.
So at this point, you've been traveling for a while, and Gellermine will look to Mercy.
Is there any point where we can stop and camp, I guess? I'd like dinner. I brought more royal custard.
Yeah, I assume we have food for the journey. We got paid well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is it getting about time? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's getting near dusk, and you can see one of the ocean moon is beginning to come into the sky.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think it's time to camp down for the night.
Sweet, okay.
Mm-hmm. It'll be fun. Have you ever been camping?
Only a few times with my aunt and uncle.
Okay.
Dad said I needed to go learn survival skills in case I ever got trapped in the woods, and that was very important.
Yeah, you made it.
I knew not to eat any of the berries or mushrooms.
Yes, do not do that. Very smart. Well done.
I was very hungry, though.
And that's why we will eat now. Yeah, we can pull off... If we can find a clearing in the forest. You know how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Start setting up camp.
Yeah. So, your meal goes by fine, and unless there's any more necessary conversation, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. That's an offer. if anybody needs to say anything.
Yeah, I think we're alright.
Just know I bully Anisette. That's all.
Common.
And I bully her
Assumed.
back.
Assumed.
When it comes time to... I was going to plan for something when it comes time to actually, like, go to sleep. Is that yet, or should I wait on that?
You're starting to wind down. So right now what you're doing is winding down and maybe exchanging stories amongst a campfire.
Okay. While people are exchanging stories, I believe I have some string in my bag. Wherever we set up camp, I am going to put heavy piles of wood against the trees.
Okay.
Supported by a small stick, and then I'm going to tie the string around that stick and make a perimeter of like a trip wire, and if somebody hits it, it just drops like a massive 2 massive stones onto each other or something like that, just so that we can hear that somebody's coming.
Okay, so you set up some noisemakers.
Yeah,
We
just
love alarm.
some very basic alarm traps.
Okay. So, as you are sitting around telling stories amongst a friendly fire, there is a moment where one of you are telling a ghost story. You're really getting into it. It's getting spooky. Who would tell the best ghost story? I feel like it would be Anisette.
Yeah.
Probably the one that looks most like a ghost.
Yeah. Wrapped in bandages with shining green eyes and a voice like Vincent Price. Like, I think she tells the best ghost stories. And she can remember them perfectly, so...
Yeah.
As you are reaching the climax of your story, suddenly, flashing before you, is a pale blue, misty apparition that kind of stutters into existence. And it addresses each of you.
Mercy Harriman, Anisette Pondu, and Alison Evercrest. I come before you to guide you on your journey. Please follow me.
And it will begin to float away.
So that's really funny. Who the hell is doing that?
Okay, is this a moment where we need to make snap decisions, or can I ask you things?
This is a snap decision.
Okay.
So guys, who's doing that? Raise your hand now.
I don't think it. I'm not doing it despite the ability, and I think we're going to follow it.
Of course, you can't trust people, but you're going to trust a fucking apparition of sorts.
She doesn't hear that. She wanders towards where the ghost is going. She follows it immediately.
Ellison actually does something nice for once and walks at the back, holding the child's hand. A little freaked out.
I'll walk in the middle.
So as you're walking, the apparition will explain.
The prince is very important to the events that are to come. The events past, the events present, and the events future. The prince is even the key to opening the portals once more.
You are led to a kind of run-down stone hedge. There's moss amongst it, and these, like, tall, rugged pillars. And before you is an elf in pale robes, and she wears a mask depicting Joras, the goddess of mysteries. Hello. She will address you all. I am Sister Tijan. Are you all listening?
Yes.
Yes.
Listen closely,
Unfortunately.
for this is very important. Beyond these doors, a secret kept, of long when many wept. To magic there were broken ties of many men, the screams and cries. A great darkness sweeps this land, thought to be the silver hand. Enter now, with what is close, reveal to him what not he knows. She does an incantation and runes on the stone plinth alight, and a slab door opens, revealing a staircase down. I have brought you to the temple of Gilach Rota. It is up to you now.
And she fades away.
What in the fuck was that?
And why in the fuck were you both so ready to follow? Sorry. And why in the fuck were you both so ready to follow?
I have to know. And she sort of takes a step towards the doors.
Mercy hasn't said anything, but Mercy looks more alight and, like, hasn't blinked in a while. That, like, clarity has washed over her, and she's like gripping her own mask in one hand and kind of shakes out of it. It's like, I don't know, it would not be my first time with strange myths forbearing me. It felt right to follow.
This is something you're familiar with.
Not this particularly, but strange things seem to happen to me.
All right. I want to know what's down there. Are the rest of you coming?
We need information.
And that's a place to find it, you think?
I think so.
Very well.
I worry it would not be safe for Gallamine.
Because anywhere is safe for him right now.
How is Gallamine even reacting?
Yeah.
He is into this. He's like,
This is the best ghost story I've ever heard.
Of this kid? Well,
It's decided. We're going.
I think so.
okay.
Very well. And she goes fast.
The stairs lead down into an open and dusty room. Each corner has decorated but ruined pillars. In the center is a fountain which contains flowing water, still somehow running after all of these years. It is crystal clear. You may go north, west, or east.
Anisette, I think, before we decide, would check out the fountain as well. Actually, as we go up to it, she is going to use one of her invocations, which is Eldritch Sight. And you're going to see her, that tendril that she keeps wrapped around her arm, that is her arcane focus. She rubs one hand against it, and this sort of electrical charge comes off onto her hand, and she rubs it in both hands, puts it against her head, and almost jolts, like she's shocking her brain with the electricity, and the green of her eyes becomes more of a glow, and she's going to cast Detect Magic without expending a spell slot.
Okay.
So she's going to just, everything around her that she sees, she will be able to determine whether it's magic and what school of magic it is.
Okay, so there is a lot of magic in this place. It is basically like being flashbanged with
Right.
just... Yeah. So the fountain specifically is, I think, alteration magic.
Okay.
Past that, towards the north door, is a bright light of mostly chronomancy.
Interesting.
Chronomancy and evocation and abjuration and just a lot of things, but mainly chronomancy.
I will regard the rest of the group and say, this fountain, there's a lot of magic here. This fountain seems to have some sort of alteration spell on it. Perhaps to keep the water clean and flowing. The room to our north is filled with magic. There is a glow in there of all sorts of magic, but evocation specifically. I think in regards to chronomancy, the manipulation of time and passage of time, the bending of physics to control time.
And that is beyond unusual, considering that's new magic.
It's true.
Could I roll an Arcana check on that room to see... Would I be able to, with a successful check, see more than just, like, a school of magic?
It depends on what you're doing to accomplish this. Like, are you just trying to think of what's going on there, or...
More like read the room, because she's a wizard, and kind of runes are her shit. Shockingly.
So there's not like evident runes going on, like on the doorway or anything. This is just like a source of magic in that room.
Oh, then never mind. I don't care.
Yeah.
Runes are my shit, not just magic.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
She may have meant the runes, but the lady was still here.
Oh yeah, that's upstairs.
Can I also just take some of the water out of the fountain and hold it in my hand? Is the water itself magic, or is it the fountain?
The water is cold.
Okay.
The water is cold. It's not like magically cold, or, well, no, it's not like magically cold. It's like it's a reagent with the fountain that causes something. You don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. So there is something in the water itself alongside the fountain, or is it the water is somehow just working in tandem with the
you think that the water itself is water, but when it's in the fountain, it becomes something else.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's the water and the fountain combined that can be effect.
Mm-hmm.
May I roll an Arcana check on the fountain?
Sure.
Let's go! I get to roll dice! My favorite part of the game!
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of that today.
Oh, you're joking. I got a nat 1. That's not even funny.
No!
That's not even funny.
If I'm
give her help.
Yeah, if I'm providing information about the way this is working and what I'm seeing with detect magic, can I give her help?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
Okay, thank God, because that's not even funny. Okay, please.
Nat 1,
Wait.
number 2.
Oh, wow, that's so much better!
It's a 2.
Oh, wait, actually, no, wait, hold on, actually. Sorry, I have good Arcana.
Okay.
It's actually a non-natural 20. I didn't realize my Arcana was so good, guys.
Nice.
I forgot it's my shit, guys.
You're a wizard.
You think that this fountain is playing off of fountain tropes, and there is probably some kind of ritual that happens with it, but you don't know exactly what that ritual is.
Okay, can I ask a question that's kind of simple and maybe you provide me an answer?
Sure.
I have a theory.
Mm-hmm.
Does this fountain turn all the water in it into holy water? I think that shit would be so godly.
It does not.
Fuck! That was supposed to be a eureka moment. Okay, thank you.
I also thought it was going to be holy water.
And that's why it's not. That is why it's not.
Scry.
I see water, I see God, I go, holy water, obviously.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Anything magical in the other doors?
There is a slight amount of transmutation, alteration coming from the east door, and the west door is awfully mundane, but there's a slight smell of something that's similar to the fountain.
I'm quite curious about what's in that chronomancy room. The bending of physics is most interesting. I would like to go investigate that. Do we want to stick together? What do we want to do?
I definitely think we should stick together.
All right.
Well, I'm not walking away from you.
All right. Shall we investigate the chronomancy room then?
Okay.
Sure.
This is my favorite room in the whole place.
Hell
I think we can tell.
You step into a room and it immediately catches you off guard. You see paladins, clerics, and priestesses of Juras locked frozen in an eternal battle with an unknown force. Unlike the skeletons which surround them, they show no sign of age or desiccation. Some stare with fury, and others fear. There are bloodstains and rusted weapons everywhere.
Whoa.
Most fascinating. And I'll go to...
What were they fighting?
I'll go to investigate. I want to see, like, what's up with these frozen people. Can I can I touch them with something? I don't want to touch them with my bare hands, but can I get, like, some rusted old sword and touch it to them? Try and, like, see if I can move them, or see if they meet my gaze, or if I think they're still alive, or if their bodies are frozen. She's just, like, trying to kid in a candy shop, trying to study this from a scientific point of view.
So she takes this rusted sword off the ground and touches one of them. For a brief moment, you just hear a scream. Then nothing. Silence. You almost feel as if their eyes darted to look at you, but they are stock still, frozen in time.
Interesting. So I
The
wonder
prince
if...
the prince looks incredibly uncomfortable.
Not noticing that, I think Anisette goes, that's interesting. So I suspect they're in a constant state of fear and battle. They're probably either... I wonder if the screams were because they believe they're still fighting the creatures that they were frozen fighting, or if it's because they know that they've been here as long as they have. Certainly somebody would go mad being down here so long if the latter were true.
God. Mercy's
Oh,
gonna walk Gellermine out. If he wants to.
So Mercy walks Gellermine, I'm
If he
assuming,
wants
back
to.
into the fountain room.
Yeah.
Back into the fountain room, right? And Gellermine will just look at Mercy and he says,
I could hear them. They're crying and screaming and shouting.
What?
I don't know. I could hear them. I could hear them.
Gah.
I say maybe we don't enter the creepy ghost cave.
okay,
And
so,
then people are shocked when bad things happen in creepy ghost caves.
So I will go ahead and say, this is room 2, the chronomancy room is room 2. So in room 2, there is a doorway to the west and a doorway to the east.
Do I get any pings of magic from those rooms?
There is a weird eldritch magic coming from the west room. And
All right.
and in the east room is that same kind of transmutation alteration magic that was in the east room of the first room.
Okay.
Okay, so
Probably.
let's go back to Mercy real quick.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You could hear the people that were frozen?
All of them. I could hear every one of them.
Mercy doesn't know what to say. I think Mercy will set him down at the fountain and run over to get Anisette. Anisette, Gellermine can hear them.
Hear them?
Yes.
Interesting. Does that mean that they are in a perpetual state of torment, then? That is curious.
I hope you know you're seriously fucked in the head. Like, seriously.
I'm very aware.
Oh my god,
Sorry.
you creep me out.
Sorry, and she does look back to Mercy and is like, is Gellermine fine, then? He can hear them. Is he okay?
Yes, he can hear them. Not.
He's a little freaked. He's a little freaked.
He's definitely a little disturbed from it. He said he can hear all of them screaming and shouting and in pain.
Do you know what they're... Are they saying something, Gellermine? Are they... is there any message you can make out, or is it simply just somebody scared? Panicking.
I can't. I don't. There's so much I don't know.
Of course.
If we need to continue, I'll cover my ears.
Okay.
Can tricksy little thought here. If he starts to hear them again, can we have Anisette try to speak with him in his mind?
I don't think that is... Well, have him, project the audio into my thoughts, is what you're saying?
I think you would have to that is really fun and really cool, but I think it's the wrong spell for that.
Yeah, detect
it's
thoughts.
It's not how my telepathy works. I believe how mine works is that I can talk to
In my
people.
mind-
Yeah.
Actually,
In my mind, yours is like a message spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole time I thought you were casting message. So.
Me too.
Yeah, we'll just treat it as message then.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it would have to be like a detect thoughts because I don't think message would get that across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will try.
I would just like to say that message is just speaking with your brain, so it would be just as helpful as him literally just telling
us
what the ghosts are saying.
My telepathy
Yeah.
is different, but it does work the same way. The only thing is that it auto translates what I'm saying to somebody. But
It's a little more eldritch.
yeah, I will try using my telepathy on the frozen figures. Do I get anything back from them? Or I'll just say I'll just say to them. I'll just say to them, "Are you in peril?"
Okay, I know exactly what you hear. What you hear. What you hear is a low drone come back.
Ooh.
Interesting.
It sometimes fluctuates very slightly in pitch, but it is just a low drone.
Do I think it is a scream or whatever their response is dragged out
scream.
across however they're experiencing time?
That is exactly what you think.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Gah.
Fortunately, Anisette is as much of a sci-fi nerd as I am, so she understands that idea.
Listen, I can bring sci-fi into fantasy. You can't stop me.
They blur.
So you were interested in what would be room 5, the room to the west of room 2.
Yes,
right.
the Eldritch room.
Yes, the Eldritch room.
One last thing while we're in this room. Can we see what they were fighting?
There are numerous skeletons. You think that the skeletons
Or what they were fighting
are
and
what they were
didn't
fighting.
get frozen.
They did not get frozen.
Got it.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I will say there's something of particular interest in the Western room. It's a form of the magic feels, shall we say, familiar to my own.
I won't say Eldritch is the... Well, Eldritch is the right word in that it's just old. Really old.
Old, ancient, and probably very scary and powerful, but maybe not necessarily cosmic.
Not necessarily...
Yours.
Yeah.
Lovecraftian, but...
Okay. In that case, she says something more along the lines of, there's something of particular interest in the next room. There's some old magic there that I find interesting. One last question for Elisanda. There's a spell called Dispel Magic, I believe is what it's usually referred to as. Do you have that spell?
No, only have detect magic.
Okay. If one of us were to know it, I thought trying to free these people from their chronomantic prisons might be in order. But
Can I get an Arcana check from either Anisette or Ellison, whoever would think about it?
Anisette's mind is racing about this, so unless you want to make it, but
I mean,
You can both make
go
it.
ahead. Okay.
both make it. Okay.
Is it one with advantage or both?
No, I think they'll just both make it.
I got a 16.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Yeah, so both of you, Anisette, you start to think that, and as you get
Would
it
it
out,
maybe kill them?
both you and Ellison know that this magic is way too powerful for that.
Yeah,
Like, you're not going to dispel this easily.
Undoing this magic would be good, but yes, perhaps it's slightly beyond our abilities. And I don't know that they could have been here for hundreds of years. If we just dispelled the magic without care, for all we know, we could just age them to death in an instant. So, Yes, perhaps further study is required before we attempt anything.
Okay.
All right.
So is Eldritch Room time?
Eldritch Room time.
Okay.
Mercy will cover Gallimine's ears as we walk through this room to get to the next one.
Okay. So you walk into the next room. Before you is an interesting sight. What grabs your foremost attention in the center of the room is what can only be described as a portal. Surrounding it are 4 pillars etched with faintly glowing dark green runes and glyphs which depict the cosmos. As you pan over the south wall, there's a harrowing sight. You witness a neatly laid collection of about 10 children's skeletons.
Oh.
In front of them is a note pinned to the floor with a rusted ceremonial dagger.
What does the note say?
So you come up to the note, and it is in an old Elvish dialect. The note reads, "For with sorrow great, we must cast our maidens and acolytes to thee, Joras. For cannot we bear the invaders defiling their purity, such that they lay not with you in the fields of grass twilight. I come join now, them, and I in your arms. As my act lasting on this temple, the sanctum inner has locked away. Only warriors great of our people know how to open them once more. Signed, Mother Ambrosia Ojur." Her skeleton, immaculate, is before the note, perfectly kneeling. Her wrists turned towards her, and only now do you notice the bloodstains under each of the skeletons here.
Fascinating.
Mercy's just gonna turn Gallimine, toward her.
Okay.
So...
If he is okay with it. So there were raiders coming to them as well.
I will go ahead and clarify that the portal in the center is not like an active portal. It is what would be a portal that is sealed.
Okay. Interesting. So, were they under attack and this priestess decided to avoid invasion by these means?
It seems they were under attack, and in lieu of having their bodies defiled and not being able to lie with their goddess in death, they went ahead and walked toward death for the certainty that they would lie with her.
Fascinating.
I'd rather their fate than the ones in the room before. The stone people freaked me out. I'd rather be dead.
Well, yes, certainly the people in the other room have suffered for a lot longer. Hundreds of years longer, in fact.
Who froze them?
I wonder if they were the invaders or the defenders.
Are they wearing
Perhaps.
similar robes to the lady that led us here?
There are no robes, just skeletons.
No, the people who are frozen.
What is your
the
question?
No,
lady
in the
who-
previous room. We are curious of if the people in the other room,
Yeah.
the frozen people,
Yeah.
we're wondering if they are the invaders or the people fighting them off.
Okay.
Are they wearing similar robes to the lady who led us here? Are they also followers?
Oh,
I assume that, but to clarify.
no. The lady who you followed here is in different robes. Not similar. No.
Okay.
Can I examine the portal? What's up with this sort of gate that seems to be...
Give me a history check, I think.
I'm good at
Unless you're
those.
trying to read the runes, and that would be Arcana, but...
I mean, probably she'd start with a historical context, and maybe I'll have a look at the runes as well afterwards.
Okay.
That is another 17.
It's no uncommon occurrence in history to know of portals to the forest moon above called Anronag Mor, or simply put in common Anmor, is the great forest planet above.
Okay. And the runes,
So the runes, if you want to give me, did you already roll that?
No, I'll roll that, sorry.
That extends to Elisande as well.
Hooray!
12 from me.
Okay.
22 for me. Yeah.
Yeah, so Anisette isn't familiar enough with really old runes to be able to understand this. Elisande, you know these to be quite old runes. Like, these runes are from magic before the First Age. Like, before elves and man even came to this world. These are unfathomably old runes.
That is actually incredible.
Do you recognize these? I haven't encountered them before. What are they?
They're probably the oldest fucking runes you've seen in your entire life.
Really? Alright.
Beyond explanation, truly. I don't know a soul who could truly understand these. Not in this time.
Well, some things are beyond our comprehension and not above the comprehension of others. But this is fascinating. It makes sense. The magic looks old from my detect magic. This is truly interesting. I know that portals play a part in some of the earliest histories of the world. This could be one of those. Truly ancient artifacts. Now that is interesting. Is that perhaps how this, or why this sanctum was sealed? Why there was an invasion? Is that people were trying to get to the portal to activate it or maybe misuse it? An object like this is truly powerful. I could see how one could harness its power for whatever their own ends were.
Your guess is as good as any, I suppose. All I know is this place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
That's your professional assessment?
The heebie-jeebies are a real animal, first of all, in the desert lands, and they will bite you in your sleep. So I can use them as a verb and a noun and whatever I want. Go to the desert one time. Then talk to me.
I'd love to see it.
Actually, never mind. Never step foot in my desert, please.
Well, I would be interested in seeing if we could activate this portal, but perhaps when we're more prepared. I'd like to come back and study this further.
Miss Mercy, they're saying something else now.
Yes, what are
I
they
can't
saying?
hear them from here. But it's changed.
Would you like to go back in here? We won't make you.
I think it's important.
Alright.
So you walk back into the room. You come into this room, and it's now as if they are all looking at you. Their heads haven't moved, but their eyes. They follow you as you walk in.
Oh.
The prince looks at each of them and he says,
They're saying that we must cast something we love into the kitchen fire and something we hate to the corn fountain.
Do they say why?
That's all they're saying, over and over again.
Kitchen fire. We haven't found that yet.
I hate Anisette. Should we throw her in the fountain?
No.
I hate Elisande. Can we throw her in the fountain?
No.
It was my
Okay.
idea first.
I like all of you, and I
I'm
would very much like it if you didn't cast each other into the fountain.
Very well.
Yes, we love you. Does that mean we can cast you into the fire? No.
I don't want to be cast into the fire.
No, we will not.
Can we get out of here? They're loud.
It's not casting.
Yes. Were there any other doorways in the portal room?
no.
Okay.
So now you have the option to go back south into the fountain and east into a room you've not been in yet.
East?
East was transmutation, which could be the
Let's give
fire,
that a look.
so.
Okay. You head east. Suddenly, after you clear the arch, the air is bursting with the sound of rushing water as you come into an aqueduct. At both ends, there are large metal grates, and on the other side of the water, there is a walkway like the one you stand on, but only brick covers the walls, no door.
Can I see any magic on the water?
There is a weird kind of transmutation alteration thing under the water, about in the center of the room.
This feels like a trap of some kind. We'd have to cross the water, and that's where the magic lies. I don't trust it.
Further south, there is a door that heads back west. You suspect it to lead into the fountain room?
Can I ask how far is, like, how much water lengthwise?
It seems to be deep enough and fast enough moving that you can't realistically cross it by, like, swimming or whatever. So it would just take you away. And it's far enough that you can't just, like, jump over it.
How far?
Think like a river.
All right. I'd like a dimension, please.
I'll call it a good 50 feet.
50 feet? Golly!
50 feet wide?
That is a big-ass river.
Holy shit, okay.
Rivers can be big.
True.
Damn. I only ask because I can make someone jump twice as far by making them half the weight. All I'm saying, we just need a good long jumper, and we could have gotten somewhere.
But like
At
I said,
50
you
feet.
don't
No.
you don't see anything on the other side. It's just a wall. This whole room is kind of like an arch itself, like a tunnel kind of shape. You suspect that you're in a tunnel, and that you've got this little like aqueduct going through it.
What do the iron grates look like? Does it look like if you were in the rushing water, it would just like crush you against one side, or does it look? Like what's some?
They look like they're meant to catch like debris and stuff.
Okay.
And like you're certainly not fitting through it as a person. You know.
Yeah. What is the bottom of the? What does the bottom of the aqueduct look like? Like where I'm seeing the magic come from? Is it like dirt, or is it like almost like a pool, like tiled floor under it? And
it's
can
stone.
I see the stone? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just the floor that the magic is coming from, nothing.
Yeah, there's a
specific that I can
piece
see.
of the ground in the aqueduct that is magical in the kind of in the center.
I don't have any particular mobility skills. Do either of you two have something that could help us perhaps explore the aqueduct without seeing harm?
Let me see.
It depends. How risky are you feeling?
The least amount possible, but I do want to know what this is all about.
I can fix an object in place, and it will not be moved. However, you must stay latched onto that object, or else it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I wouldn't recommend it. Seems
I
stupid.
don't think we need to know that badly yet. And I said I disagree, but
Very much want to know.
I am certainly a bit faster than the average mortal, but don't think it would do me that much help when it comes to jumping. I may be able to jump a little bit further, but not 50 feet further.
Guys,
Can I? Sorry.
I'm not so sure why you're trying to cross this. There's nothing on the other side.
And why is it here, though? I must know.
I think that it's an aquifer to supply water to the temple.
I agree.
Yes, that could be the case. I thought perhaps the alteration that is going onto it. I think that was the one that looked similar to the fountain. Yeah.
No, that was to the room to the west.
Okay.
So this is the room to the east.
All right then. I'm my mistake. I think perhaps the magic is some sort of sigil that cleans the water, so that they have a clean water supply. But I don't know, and it bothers me.
I think I can look at it and lie to you, so you can feel at ease in your mind that you quote-unquote know.
That's not how that works. It could have worked if you told me that, if you didn't tell me that, but I wouldn't have believed that you were right anyways. So, we'll move on.
Why don't we circle back?
Yes, let's... I think that's what it is, but I don't know how to prove my hypothesis. Unless... can I, grab some, dirt or a clump of, dust or something gross, and can I throw it in the aqueduct and see if it, is magically cleaned?
Yeah, so you take this dirt and you throw it in the water, and it is hurled towards the grates.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Does nothing magic seems to happen when I do that?
No.
Alright then. Alright, let's move on for now, I suppose.
Anisette, I don't think you'd like the desert. There's no water to hyperfixate on.
No, I hyperfixate on the sand and the cacti.
Yes. There's plenty of sand. Individual granules, too. That may be worse.
She also says that to you. That's not her being smart. She is just stating a fact.
And unfortunately, I know that, and I'm mildly disappointed.
Okay, so you head back into the fountain room, and now the only room that you haven't explored is to the west.
Let's take a look.
You step into a dining room. Molded meals are found left on the tables, the food now well beyond recognition. And there is a door to the north.
Kitchen.
Ellison looks unbelievably disgusted at the sight of moldy food.
And Anisette picks it up and is examining it closely.
You accidentally catch a whiff of it, and now you've got mold in your nose.
She doesn't mind this.
Alright. So, on to the north room?
Yes.
Okay. Through the arch, you come across a kitchen. A fireplace, long burnt out, is centered in the room, with prep tables to its left and pantries to its right. In the corner is a basin, which once again is flowing with crystal clear water.
Well, I'm assuming this is the... Did it say...
Anisette would remember it perfectly.
Yeah. Did the voices say throw it into the fire or throw it into the fireplace? Are we supposed to light something?
What did they say? It was fire.
They said,
right?
Cast something you love into the kitchen fire, and something you hate into the court fountain.
She says that exactly. So, I mean, do we see, a stove or a fireplace that is...
Yeah, there was a fireplace in the center that was long burnt out.
Yeah.
And long burnt out. Is there anywhere else in the kitchen that might have a flame, or is that it?
No, you think that's it.
I'd like to just cast Produce Flame in the fireplace.
Yeah. Slide it.
Yeah.
Sweet. So you cast Produce Flame on the fireplace, and a nice fire begins to kindle up and begin burning.
Do I get anything for my Detect Magic?
Well, there was now a Produce Flame spell on the fireplace.
Does it give off magic the same way that the fountain does?
Yes, it glows faintly with that same magic that the fountain did.
Okay. Well, there's something
and
we
now,
love that...
you must make your sacrifices.
All of us?
Yes.
All of us. Okay.
All of us? Okay.
I have to cast something I love in the fire. Michael, is that correct?
Yep.
And I have to?
That's what the thing that the kid said.
How much do I have to love it?
However much that Ellison would love something.
Someone else go first.
I have something if y'all don't.
I'm still thinking.
I do have something, but I don't want to. because I have something I do love, and then I have something I love a lot more.
I would prefer it if you didn't incinerate your familiar.
No, I wouldn't. But my arcane focus.
Okay, I'll go first. Mercy steps in front of the fire, takes a deep breath, and pulls out her mask, touching over the feathers and intricate details, cracks it over her knee into 2 pieces, and throws one half into the fire.
Oh my god.
She exhales sharply, watching it burn, and you see a little bit of, like, smoke come out of her nose. Big swings, baby.
Mercy,
Yes?
did you say you love that mask enough for 2 people?
You're the mage here.
Oh,
That may be how it works.
I hate
Or it may not.
magical rules.
Anisette is gonna pull out her pen. And it's an old, very fine pen. And she says, "It's not half the sacrifice of your mask, but I think it is the thing I have that I feel the most affection towards." And she'll drop that in the flames.
The most affection.
These 2 items burning up, eventually turning into a brilliant, magical flame.
Sick.
To the fountain.
One more sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Magic's all about technicalities. It doesn't say what will burn. It could be fine. It could be fine. No.
I suspect the use of the spell would perhaps destroy whatever it is, even if it's not something that would normally be destroyed by flames. But if it will expedite the process, it does say something you love and not the thing you love most. So perhaps the thing that is hard to part with, but not the hardest, would be acceptable.
Elasan bends down by the fireplace and just kind of talks to the fire for a second. So, magic is really all about, how the caster really bonds with it. So maybe we can bond together. And I think it'd be so super cool if you take my mild sacrifice of a pouch of sand instead of something really valuable to me. And I do love sand. I do. I live in it all the time. And so surely you understand.
The fire roars angrily.
Anisette, do you think that's a good or bad side?
Gillamine sighs, and Gillamine says, "I can go next if you don't want to."
No, that makes me sound stupid! And with that, she takes off her 24-karat gold-beaded necklace, embedded with rubies, and turns and just throws it in the flame.
It crackles and explodes brilliantly with magic.
I'm gonna kill myself!
And Gillamine says,
I don't have much of anything these days, but what I do have is the great company of all you around me.
and he takes off the cloak that you've bought him today and throws it in the fire.
And now, the easy part.
Let's go.
I think we did this in the right order psychologically. We get to part with something we hate after we part with something we love. It brings a certain catharsis for the end of the night.
So after Gillamine casts his brand new cloak into the fire, it lights up magically, then dies down into a simmer and nothing. And now you feel like this part of the ritual is complete.
Let's go to the fountain.
To the fountain.
So you return to the fountain, and now you must, quite easily, some would say, sacrifice something you hate.
I'll let the rest of them go this time.
I have something. Does anyone else want to go first, or shall I?
Go for it.
She reaches the bandages around her neck part, revealing that pinkened and blackened, cracked skin that you always catch glimpses of. It might be the most you see. As the bandages, she doesn't touch them, they just move away from her neck. And she reaches up and unties a little leather strap, a little leather necklace, a string, essentially, from her neck, and pulls out a wedding ring on the end of a long string. And the bandages cover her neck again, and she just says, I don't need reminders of a life I never really enjoyed. I remember it all too well. Now leave me. And she lets it slip out of her hand and into the fountain.
And the fountain gladly takes this. Its surface turning into a twilight black. You can see almost little stars forming in the pool.
Mm-hmm. Ellison reaches into her bag and pulls out a nice but very thick, almost the size of an encyclopedia-style book that has clearly been written on and written on and written on and written on. And it's not a spell book. This is a normal-ass book. And she quickly just tosses that shit in.
The fountain accepts your offering.
My tutor made me fucking read that book, I swear, 1,000,000 times. And you know what I learned? I don't care.
What is magic if you do not enjoy it?
I enjoy magic. That book was about commoner history. Why would I waste my time learning about... Sorry.
Elasan takes a moment to address the DM.
Sorry, God. I had to have a moment.
That's Anissette's job.
Sorry, God.
Sorry, God.
Okay, who's next, Gelamine or Mercy?
Gelamine.
Gelamine will simply take a hair tie and cast it in. I don't like wearing my hair up. Makes me feel bad.
Mercy will take the other half of her mask and regards it with the same reverence as she did when she tossed away something she loved. It's hard to read her expression, but she strokes the cheek of it. I'm becoming something bigger than this now. It's holding me back. I can't only be the White Raven of the monastery anymore. I need to be something more. And she tosses it in.
And so, Mercy. We'll go back in order. Actually, I'll start with... I'm gonna start with Anisette. You notice a silver glow in the water. And rising to the surface is not the wedding ring that you have given, but it is, once again, your favorite pen. Now, sheening with a silver gloss, a twilight body. It is yours now. I will give you stats on this later.
Very cool. Okay.
Okay, I think second was... Elisande? Elisande. You do not receive a book, but instead, your favorite gold necklace comes back to you. Now with brilliant black and white beads adorning it, in addition to the fantasticism that was it before. It glows with a silvery sheen and twilight as well.
Thank God.
Gelamine, receives his cloak back. Except now, instead of a bright yellow that it was before with darker trim, the body is a twilight and a brilliant gold trim matching. And finally, Mercy. Before you is your mask. But half of it now is a dark twilight, and the other half is a silver reminiscent of your home. And that is where we're going to have to end for today. That was Alex Lee as Mercy Aramon, Emily Gerald as Elisanda Evercrest, Ronan Fox Critchley as Anisette Ponder, and Michael Isaac Vonberg as The World. From the Crystal Ball was scored by me, Isaac Vonberg, and sound designed by Alex Lee, with additional music courtesy of Epidemic Sound. For more of the show, join us on Patreon, where for just $5 a month you can access episode talkbacks, bloopers, exclusive one-shots, and all sorts of bonus content. You can find us at From the Crystal Ball on social media and at our website, www.fromthecrystalball.com. And finally, thank you for listening.